Hi Aquarius, welcome in. We are going to take a look at your person today, what they're thinking and feeling about you, why they're holding back, what may be holding them back, and the next steps forward towards you. Let's take a look, Aquarius. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, what is this person wanting to say? They may be afraid to say it, maybe shy, reserved, cautious. What does this person, Aquarius' person, want to say to Aquarius? Let's see, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus and Aquarius, please. What does their person want to say to them? Okay, that is a lot of cards. And one went flying. Eight of Spears is Eight of Swords, the Devil, and the Six of Wands. This person is wanting to overcome their fear. They will overcome their fear of some type of, I'm going to say, toxic behavior that has kept them from moving forward. What they want to say to you, how they're feeling about you. They feel a lot underneath the surface, but because it is so toxic is too harsh of a word. I would say that obsessive, even a little bit controlling. You may get this from them, or just certain vibes that give you the feeling that they want to dominate you in all the right ways, but they're holding back. I see lust, I see power struggles, I see wanting to control themselves and not being able to when they're around you. Oosh. Aquarius, the person. I'm going to clarify that Devil card for you. What is their next move? What is their next move going to be towards Aquarius? Placements, please. What is the person going to do next? Cards are flying. Oosh, the Tower and the Fool. Okay, yeah. So what this is telling me is that there's some toxic behavior that has surfaced. Whether it's that you bring this out in them and they can't contain it, they've either got to work through it and process it with the Eight of Spears as Swords here. So they're trying to internalize the thoughts, the obsessive thoughts, the passion and the lust that they have for you. And it's more like an internal struggle, and that's why they can't tell you, because it's something that they have to do on their own in order to move forward with you. So their actions forward is the Tower and the Fool. Once the Tower hits, they've dealt with either trauma from the past, from previous relationships where there were power struggles or some type of bad behavior, toxic bonds or toxic, I don't want to use the word toxic too much, but something unhealthy that bound them to another, and they're sort of going through the same pattern and sort of recycling what works for them and what doesn't. So what doesn't work is things that aren't foundational, like building a new structure from the ground up, letting go of things that they've learnt their lessons from the past. This is a huge level up, Aquarius. Your person is going through huge changes right now, like life-changing new beginnings and letting go of past. Trauma is too strong, but letting go of past grievances that had them caught up in a net. The Eight of Swords here. So this is an internal process, and I understand where they're at, why they can't come forward and tell you, because they either don't want to talk about their ex or their family, or you know, the real hard truths that they're having to deal with internally. So I can relate to that on a personal level. But with the Six of Wands here, they're going to work through it in their own time, when they're ready. But they're definitely doing it for you, to have a better future for you. And the Fool card, this is a brand new beginning. Once the hurricanes, the storms, the bad behaviour, everything sort of just laid out on the table, and the Tower hits, it's like, okay, that had to happen. This had to happen in order to have a new start. So just take some patience with your person, have some compassion towards them and what they're going through. They may not be able to put it into words, but they're going through something very deep, very psychological, with the Eight of Swords there and the Devil. I want to see potential future for these two, please. Three of Spears. Yeah, so at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. This is the Oceans Tarot, so I use the Rider-Waite traditional cards. Three of Swords tells me that it's not fully over yet, but the hard part is done once the tower's fallen. The hardest part is recognizing that there are limited beliefs, there are subconscious fears, and that they've come to the surface after being with you, or this could even be after a huge row, you know, a huge argument, and you both said things that you didn't mean at the time, but when you're angry, those sort of things come to the surface. And sometimes when you're angry enough, you really say what you mean. So things may have come up and blown up, and lightning may have struck the right chord at the wrong time, but it's sort of made way for new beginnings. And you two may be both feeling that this happened. You know, where do we go from here? What do we do? And with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there is stability here. Underneath all of the pain, the suffering, the broken hearts, there's stability, and there's a lot more good memories to be made here. That's what I see, Aquarius. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards just to close out your reading, see what your person wants to say to you. Potential. They're deep in their thoughts about you, realizing their distractions prevented them from seeing the potential in you. Dreams. They've been dreaming so much about you and want to manifest their dreams into reality. And your last card is Mixed Signals. That cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. So yeah, you two may be blowing hot and cold right now. You may feel like you need some space from this situation, but know that you've got a friend, somebody who trusts you, somebody who feels like you're their home, and you feel the same way about them. just remember that there is autonomy, there is freedom in connection. Like you can have your own time, your own space, and also be a part of a loving, healthy relationship. That is your reading, Aquarius. Stay blessed.